Hello and welcome to today's episode of CCTV. Hi guys, Christina Carlyle here and welcome to today's episode. First of all, let me just say I'm so sorry that I did not post a video on Thursday as usual. I know I talked briefly in the last two episodes that I've been dealing with some personal stuff. All black everything, and I'm not even trying to be Rihanna and run this town tonight. I've been going through some pretty sad things lately. Sad and frustrating. A really good friend of mine passed away, and then I was trying to upload this awesome video that I made, I was really proud of, and YouTube, I just couldn't. It was taking me like 10 hours to upload videos and just losing file, lost the file, and then wouldn't you know it, that when it rains it freaking pours, because just found out my grandma had a stroke yesterday. So when it came time to actually step up and put the video on, I was like, F it, I'm just tapping out. So that kind of inspired today's episode, how to snap yourself out of a funk in 15 minutes or less. Definitely have been feeling funky lately, I'll be honest. Really just wanted to stay in bed and have a little pity party and just say no to the gym, and there is nothing wrong with that, because there's a big difference between making excuses and not going to the gym, like, oh, I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I'm too this, I'm too that, and then there's a really legit excuse when you've just had enough and you want to tap out and say, I need a freaking break, which is what I've been doing. It's self-care, it's self-love, it's showing yourself some respect, because when you try to fight and fight and fight, when you're just not into it, it's like you're struggling to get out of quicksand, and struggling to get out of quicksand just makes it worse. I've been working these 10 tips. I'm about to show you how to get yourself out of a funk in 15 minutes or less. Everything I do works if you work it. I personally work everything I say, so we share this with you. One of the first tips I recommend, whether you're stressed out, whether you're in the car, office, school, whatever it is that you're doing, and you're feeling stressed out, you're feeling that, just ready to explode kind of feeling. I definitely recommend taking some deep breaths. What you want to do is you want to inhale for 4 counts, hold for 8 counts, and exhale for 16 counts. This is called oxytocin breathing. Oxytocin is the hormone that's released when you have an orgasm. So if you don't want to breathe like this, you can have sex instead. Otherwise, you can simulate the effects that an orgasm has by breathing this way. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 8, exhale for 16. Repeat it 30 times. You're gonna feel zen, you're gonna feel light, you're gonna feel polite and bright, and it definitely helps shock your system into feeling a little bit more relaxed, less stressed, and cool, calm, and collected. So tip number 1, take some deep breaths. Tip number 2 is what I did. You tap out. Again, making excuses is not good. When you legit need to tap out, take a break, take some mute time, take a walk, whatever it is, tap out and just say, I'll get back to you when I can. Tip number 3 is to play dress up. I have literally been wearing sweatpants and t-shirts for the past 2 weeks straight. And really when you feel good, or you feel that you look good, you kind of feel good. So I play dress up today. Another tip that I have is to show yourself some love by playing dress up. I painted my nails, I painted my toes, I put on some self tanner. I did my hair for the first time in a long time. I don't know, when you look the part, you can start to feel the part too, which is really important when you're kind of feeling frumpy and all you want to do is just stay in bed and have a pity party. It kind of really helps to snap yourself out of it. The next tip is to sweat. Definitely recommend doing some higher intensity cardio, medium to high intensity, or you can alternate by doing high intensity interval training. Go low resistance for a minute, high resistance for a minute, and then you just keep adjusting the speed or the resistance for 30 minutes. I personally did 45 minutes today, and then I did some circuit training, and it definitely got me out of my funk. Took the shower, played dress up. So it works if you work it. Because the cardio is going to release endorphins, kind of give you that little boost you need to get some more pep in your step and pull yourself out of that funky mood. The next tip is to get some outdoor time. If you just take a 10-minute walk, get some sun, get some fresh air, go be in nature. It's very beneficial, very helpful. I don't know what it is about here birds chirping or just, you know, being outside. I went outside and it's been kind of rainy a lot here in Florida, and I just saw this big puddle with a ton of tadpole babies in it. And I was just like, oh damn, that's cool. And it was just a sweet little distraction that kind of like, oh, that's something you don't see every day. Little tadpoles swimming around. Cool. I don't know. So for you, I don't know where you live, but just take a walk outside and just look around and be observant, and it just helps put on your music and just jam out and take a walk for 10 minutes. It works wonders. The next tip is to stretch. Stretching, I don't know what it is about stretching. A lot of people don't do it. It's a really underutilized tool to kind of just bring yourself back. Every time, if you have a pet, like a cat or a dog, every time they wake up from a nap, they stretch. I mean, downward dog pose in yoga was named because what's the first thing a dog does when it wakes up? It gets into the downward dog pose. So if you do this sweet little series, downward dog into a plank, into cobra, and then push back up into downward dog, it just really is like a nice way to stretch out your legs, stretch out your core, and just kind of get your blood flowing and your breath on, and it just really is helpful. The next tip that I recommend is to phone a friend. I did this last night. You want to call on that one person that you may have that'll just has the right words all the time and gives you that little boost you need, and a little kick and push in the right direction in a loving, kind place. For me, that's my buddy back home in Dallas. I always call him when I'm having a bad day because I just know that he'll sit, he'll listen, he'll respect what I'm saying, and he'll just shoot me straight and give me the advice. So for you, I mean, whether it's a girlfriend, a parent, whoever, just phoning a friend and really just communicating how you feel and asking for advice, particularly like real tough love advice, is what I recommend. You can always call one of those girlfriends. It's like blah, 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 blah. Like as soon as you tell them how they feel, they move on to, oh, I gotta go grocery shopping, I gotta do this, like in one ear out the other kind of thing. But I always preface my phone calls like, I'm in a bad place. Can you please just, you know, hear me, let me vent so I can get the air out of this balloon. Like I feel like I'm gonna explode, and then, you know, what do you think? And for me, I always get some rock solid advice from my go-to phone a friend. So definitely is very important. And you don't feel like you're alone, which is nice, because when you're feeling funky, it's kind of like you're not up, you're not down, you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, you're not tired, you're not awake, you're just kind of flatlined, blah, like you don't know what to do, like you don't feel like you should be anywhere. It's really nice to have a friend who says, oh, that happened to me this one time and this is what I did, and keep it positive, keep it moving, keep one foot in front of the other. The next tip that I have is to show yourself some love. I always recommend this to my clients, especially my emotional eaters and my boredom eaters, and just people who don't really have a lot of support. What you want to do is you want to make a big list of all these things that are productive and positive, like filing your receipts for your accountant, or vacuuming, cleaning, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, doing your lawn, washing your car, just a big list of positive things. Cleaning out your closet, cleaning out the garage, whatever. Then you want to have a list of fun things that you can do. Positive, productive things, and then positive, fun things. Take a bubble bath, take a bike ride, paint your nails, read a magazine, read a book, go try a new class at the gym. I don't know, maybe take a photography class. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Like anything that's on your bucket list, put over here, like that you can easily do. Maybe check out a museum, just anything you can think of. So when you're feeling this funky mood, like you don't know what to do and you're just like, bleh, and you have no idea, you just go to your list and you can just pick the one that you have the most willingness to do and then do it. Easy breezy. Where I painted my nails, I played dress up, showed myself a little love. Bubble bath's always fun too. And the next tip that I have for you is to think happy thoughts. So for every negative thought you have, think of 3 happy thoughts. For me, it sucks. My grandma's probably gonna die, but she's had a really long life. She's gonna be dancing with my grandpa in heaven very soon, and she's really inspirational. I mean, she's 92. She's had a really healthy, happy life, and you know, it's her time, and I'm grateful that I'm swimming in such an awesome gene pool, for example. So that's it. Those are my 10 steps to get yourself out of a funky mood within 15 minutes or less. It does take about 5 minutes of distracting yourself with something to really get yourself up and kind of going and in your happy mood. So it does work if you work it consistently. The first step is always the hardest, but once you get that momentum going, you can really roll out. And when you use all 10 of these steps like I've been doing, it really works wonders and really keeps you positive and focused and keeping it moving. I also have another video called What to Do When Life Kicks You in the Crotch that may be helpful to you if you want to check that out too. So yeah, I hope this episode helped you. Helping you helps me. Thanks again for being so patient while I took my little hiatus to get my mind right. And yeah, if you don't want to miss next week's episode, please subscribe now because I make a new video every Thursday. And even if I'm late, I will definitely always post a new video every week. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you next time right here, same place, every Thursday. Bye.